Sure.
All right, lovely. Sir, if you can switch on your cam as well, that'll be nice.
Should be coming. Yeah.
Okay. All right, we can see you. Hi, Alessandro. Good seeing you.
Good seeing you too. How's everything? Long time.
Long time, long time. Boys and girls, please welcome. This guy is a very dear friend. He's the director of a business school called SDA Bocconi Asia Center, and he's an Italian. It's going to be, sir, they're all saying welcome to you. And we share a lot of common stories when it comes to travel, when it comes to scuba diving. We'll talk about that in detail. By the way, he is from Bocconi University, which is in Milan. He's a serial entrepreneur. He has built companies in Italy, Spain, India, and China. I want to name your the last one in India, but we'll speak about that. He's set up big companies in India, and he's a great guy who is expertise in luxury marketing in Spain, France, and Italy, and he loves traveling. First question, sir, how many countries you've traveled?
Around 120.
Are you serious? 120?
Yeah.
Oh my
I
goodness.
started young and I'm old.
120 countries, and my Instagram says 30 countries, and they're all going crazy like, I want to become like you. You don't want to become like me, you want to become like him. And how about scuba diving? You've done scuba diving to what level?
To instructor level.
Instructor
50 certifications. Yeah.
Brilliant. So you can start teaching now people as well.
Yeah. You never know.
You never know. So amazing. So sir is heading SDA Bocconi. He's like the Karta Dharta, if I have to say in Hindi, of SDA Bocconi Center. He works out of Italy and Bombay pretty much, and he stays. He works out of place which is next to my home as well. We'll speak about that later on, boys and girls. Let's begin. And today I've got sir because it's very important to know what a director thinks. So I'm going to ask him 3 major questions before we get to our verbal boot camp. Let's begin. Sir, I have a first question. People are going crazy about profile. SPJain, Bombay, IIM Ahmedabad, IIM Bangalore, IIM Calcutta. Some of them like engineers, some of them like non-engineers. SDA Bocconi is giving scholarships. SPJain Bombay, my personal college, and your good old friend Ranjan Banerjee, who was ex-dean at SPJIMR. They all love profile. Can you just tell us like what are the few things you look into profile of a student? They're all amazing people with us with amazing profiles, but what are the few things you think are important when it comes to profile?
Finally people are looking to profiles and not only grades. Grades tell you a lot, but they're just a part of it, and actually sometimes brings you to make a lot of mistakes. Profiles means that we want to see what the student, the prospect student, has done in his life beyond studying. So studying and good grades is a given, but beyond that, because everything that you do extra opens your mind a little bit. So all extracurricular activities, where they are from activities in clubs, in societies, or things like this, or even just sport, okay, scuba diving, or whatever other thing. Each activity that you do, if you do it with a certain level of commitment, so it's not if you've done it for 2 months, that's nothing. But each activity that you do really helps you to see to have a different perspectives of things, a wider perspective of things. So nowadays, everything is changing. We have all seen that everything changes every 6 months. And in India, it changes even faster than that. So you have to be able to, studying is important. It gives you structure and everything. But you have to be able to think differently, to think out of the box, to find new solutions, to function outside models, because models suddenly they don't work anymore. Entire sectors are disrupted or disappear. Others come out strongly as very new. So in order to do that, you have to have had a lot of experiences outside your normal academic life. That's what we look into that. So for sure, communication skills is also very important. I can talk for 2 hours about these extracurricular activities, soft skills.
So sorry for interrupting you, Alessandro. Maybe tell me you're a director of a business school. You've been interviewing thousand people. You met people from IIMs. You were friends from IIMs who are directors of the business school and SDA Bocconi as well. Tell me top three things you want to look into a student once these guys are sitting on that golden seat. By the way, Alessandro is going to be taking your interviews as well if you guys apply to SPJain, sorry, SDA Bocconi. So, sorry for that. So, Alessandro, what are the top three things you look into profile?
Well, I'm a bit biased, but for sure, for me, sports or cultural activities are important because there are two things that need time taken away from studies and need commitment in order to perform well, both in cultural activities or in sports. You need commitment, you need training, you need hard work, and you need to think differently. So for me, those are important. In fact, we put scholarships also specifically on these points. The communication skills are important, which can be existing communication skills or possibility to boost these communication skills, which is something that we managed to understand in the interview. But these are important because for two reasons. One, you have to understand well what other people tell you and what the market tells you. And two, you have to be able to communicate very clearly and incisively to your teams what you want and what you expect from them. So I would say these three things are very important. Okay. And for sure, a lot of extracurricular activities, as many as possible, not compromising academics.
Great. Not compromising academics is a buzzword here right now. Let's just quickly check with the chat. Boys and girls, anybody in their school has had some kind of leadership experience? Anybody school head boy or head girl? Just type in head boy, head girl. Just type in details. Head boy, head girl, vice captain. Just type in head girl, captain, vice captain. All right, head boy. Okay, this is so amazing. Okay, this is cool. So I always tell you, Alessandro, my kids are smart. Have you seen so many college captains, football captains ever in one
I'm watching, it's crazy.
So amazing, so amazing. Abhijit is vice chairperson, placement coordinator. Superb, yaar, super. This is so amazing. Great, yaar, great. So coming to the number 2 point, which I'm quickly jump on to. The number 2 is my favorite, which is scholarships. How many people in here would like to have some scholarships? Say 50%, 60% in India, by the way, yeah. How many people would aim to some scholarship in top business schools, etc. So nowadays there are many scholarships coming at IIMs, even SPJain is launching a scholarship. These are all profile-based colleges which give scholarships. So Alessandro, how much scholarships do we give at SDA Bocconi? How much maximum scholarship is available?
Well, we divide into two scholarships. It's one thing for us, and it's a lump sum of 2 lakhs, and then we have tuition waivers that range from 0 to 80%.
0 to 80%. Okay, so you mean a student who joins the college, if he's good, he can get 80%. But have you given someone, I want to be honest, have you given somebody 80% scholarship?
Honestly, yes. Every year we have a couple that we give. You must have an outstanding file. So, which means everything from academics to your entrance test, extracurricular activities with leadership positions, and an outstanding interview.
Superb, superb. So people get scholarship. So they are preparing right now. They've got their CAT coming up. They're going to go through NMAT, etc. They are busy with the CAT season right now. Immediately when the CAT is done, they'll have some free time. I always tell them, build some things on blockchain, know the latest technologies, understand digital marketing from a brand perspective. Don't do just Google certifications. Learn how data science is happening. Do you think if these guys have such kind of varied profile, this will be also helpful for them?
Absolutely, yes. You really touch a very important thing. Please do certifications, but as you say, certification from a corporate perspective. So not just to have a piece of paper, but there are certain things that are very important depending on the career that you finally want to have. So if you want a career in marketing, analytics, and digital marketing, is important. When you come to a postgraduate, then you get more of a strategic perspective and less of an operational skills, which is what I suggest you take now. Just like if you want to go for finance, please go for the certification. You're not a CA, go for the certifications that are needed. Or if you want operation for Six Sigma. So there are these requirements that we can easily tell you for each kind of career that once you start your postgraduate, which is quite heavy, then it's difficult to get them all. So start right now. As much as I always say, because a typical question to us is, when we go to Milan, can we get a placement there? You can, but it's better if you have a foreign language. So start also learning a foreign language that anyway is interesting in case it opens your mind.
Superb. So, guys, add on the foreign language if you guys can do that, which is really amazing. So, Alejandro, you gonna recommend them which foreign language they're asking in the chat? French or Swiss or Swiss French? What do you recommend them?
Well, if you ask me, Italian for sure, but it depends where they would prefer to work. Because in Europe, still local languages, especially in certain careers, are important. So maybe in finance less because everything is in English. But if you go on consulting, then the local language is very important to get a good job.
Superb. So, boys and girls, all the consulting folks aiming for McKinsey's of the world, if you go to a place like in France, you need to know the French for sure. They understand your accent or not, that's the other thing, but knowing French is a really amazing thing to know.
You're becoming too biased with France. You're going too much to Paris. You have to start going to Italy.
So Alessandro has been my Facebook friend as well. So I was in Paris. So he's pinging me like, so you're going too much to Paris and come back and start going to Italy. Great. The last question, boys and girls, for everyone. So Alessandro, it's really proud. I feel really proud, and the students are really grateful that you are with us. What a top business school panelists look for in the candidates. We have spoken about communication skills. I think we've covered much of the topics again. But maybe a top 3 things you would like to summarize or reiterate. Ke, once you're gonna go and sit on that golden chair, if you have these 1, 2, 3, tick, 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 your top 3 apart from the sports, and we have listed the ones. What is your advice on the same?
Well, as you said, we have listed the main ones. Maybe I would add another one that I always check, which is sincerity. A student that is sincere and says, I don't know, or I haven't done that, is much better than one that tries to build something, because we have been taking interviews for a few years now. We catch it immediately. And anyway, apart from catching, it's not a good attitude. And so as an attitude, we give not a good score. So sincerity and ability to communicate and to chat with the interviewer, who is not an orch, okay, and is there to understand your strong point and to admit you, not just to, at least that's my attitude. It's not there just to send you away. We are really trying to find the good students. So unless you talk freely and sincerely, then it's really difficult in those 15, 20 minutes, 30 minutes to understand exactly. So sometimes, there are some students that you really try to make them talk to understand exactly what is there behind, and it's very difficult. So just be open, sincere, just like a chat, and that's always the best way.
This is so amazing. So, boys and girls, say a big thank you to Alessandro. Our top business school director is in here talking about giving you a cheat sheet for how to get scholarships to what a panelist look for. Much more before your results. Thank you, Alessandro. And I think I'm going to call you back again. Would you come and help us once these guys get results? Maybe in the month of December or January.
Anytime for you, Rahul.
This is so sweet. Thank you. They're all saying thank you in the chat. There's a big thank you list coming on. They're all saying namaste and thank you. So amazing. Great. Alessandro, have a good...
Namaste.
Namaste. Alessandro, did you learn some Hindi by now?
Very little. Everybody speaks in English to me, so I do understand what people are talking about, but my bad. I feel really guilty about that.
All right, that's fine. Thank you so much, Alessandro, for joining in. I'll get on the call with you, and thanks again. Have a good night ahead. Bye-bye. Take care. Thank you.
Thank you. You all have a good time. Bye.
Thank you. Bye-bye. Take care.